Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This looks so weird. Good morning. I came early, I know. My hair is huge. Why? Because I have like tons of humidity here in Colorado, which is odd, weird, and strange unto itself. Is anybody here? I know this is really early, and this is the early birds. I haven't done an early bird in a long time. Good morning, Michelle Mybell. Shannon C. Is that Quintessa? SMV. Hi, 235 Apple. Moraine. I'm really bad at names. I don't even know why I'm trying. Connor. Marcia. Hi, good morning. Denise. Linda D. Good morning. Celica. Kathy W. Hi, honey. Let me get my other thing out so I can monitor the chat better. I'm still drunk on my sparkling cider. Good morning, Pamela. Oh my gosh. I've been up actually. Okay, first of all, coffee with Sheila. That's right. My son and my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter took off early this morning, off to their new life and their new adventure in Chicago. Tons of family up there. They're not going to be alone. However, ever since then, I really haven't gotten much sleep at all last night. I mean, the indictment alone with Trump has put my spidey senses like on overload. And I didn't expect it. So that's what's going on too, is I am in that. I'm trying to speak. I don't know why I'm trying to speak so eloquently when that's not me. I just speak plainly. Okay, is my audio okay? Because I've had a lot of problems with that. If it's okay, it's good, then we can keep on going. But the moment it starts getting wonky, let me know. Good morning. Okay, so we're going to do some remote views here too. Yeah, we're going to do some remote views. So I'm going to probably take some suggestions, but I have a few also listed. But one thing, for those who have been with me for a while, and I have to explain, if you're finding it hard to chat, because you'll need to subscribe and then wait 5 minutes, and then you'll be able to go into the chat and talk. It helps eliminate all of the trolls that come in. Because once you subscribe to me and then you troll, I know who you are and I can report you. Just saying. Anyhow, those people who have been with me for a while, and if anybody wants to put up their hand, they've been with me from one of my first remotes that I ever did live here on YouTube, or maybe not live, but in a video. Anyways, semantics, Sheila. I did a remote where I remote viewed Trump. And if you guys can remember, I remote viewed that Trump was hanging like a pinata, right? He was hanging like a pinata. And people below were slicing at him. Entertainment purposes only. This is not legit. But people they were slicing at him as he swung. And in the remote, I'm like, goodness gracious, they're lowering him into this crowd. There's slicing him. You know what I mean? And I tried to find out who was doing it, and it was his own people that was there doing that to him. Fast forward to today, right? all of the people who have been subpoenaed, Mark Meadows for one, all of the people who have testified in front of these grand juries, do you think any of those were Democrats? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They were not Democrats. They were Republicans. All of his people, all of his close cabinet people have been doing all of the slicing. And it just reminded me of that first remote view that I ever did of Trump, that his pinata, yeah. There you go, in a glass coffin. I wonder what the glass, Linda G saw him in a glass coffin. I wonder what the glass coffin meant, where you could see into his demise. Maybe that's what it means. But so now fast forward 2 or 3 years, right? Because everything's slow in coming to fruition. Here we are. And then he, of course, yesterday everybody heard that he has been indicted again, seven counts of indictment, or seven. He's been indicted with 7 counts. Sorry if I'm not saying that right, but espionage. It's a portion of the espionage, right? It's not actual espionage. It's just a portion of the espionage law or rule or whatever it is, because of the documents. So they were able to capture. Full-on espionage is pretty much life in prison. But the portion of that where it talks about the documents and him holding on to them and this, that, and the other. But who knows? Maybe they'll prove full-on espionage where he did try to sell them, and he did try to. Who knows? Who knows? Once everything is opened up, we'll find out more. But yeah, So recently, as I'm learning all of this, yesterday, the first indictment, I was really excited. I'm like, wow! But these indictments feel different. They feel deeper. They feel more sad for some reason to me. And so I thought later on we'll do a remote view on that, the indictments themselves. So I don't know if anybody else was feeling that same thing. Like, it's almost like the celebration is going to be a sad one. Like, we're going to find out exactly how terrible this whole situation actually really, really was. We've been saying that. I mean, what we know now has been terrible. Don't get me wrong. It's been no audio. I'm sorry. No audio. Maybe turn it up a little bit. Uh-oh. No audio. You sound fine? Okay. So anyways, Jackie's here. I have to go to work around 9 o'clock. I'm not heading anywhere. So anyways, sound is great. Okay, you're fine. Okay, cool. Audio perfect here. Okay. Anyhow, to get off track, there's also, it feels like somebody else is going to be included in this indictment, like Giuliani or Roger Stone or something along that lines. I don't know. I don't feel like it's Mark Meadows, but there's somebody else that's going to be also included in this for some reason. So there's that too, that feel of it. The Bannon has been subpoenaed. I don't know if he's going to be. I kind of feel like Giuliani is going to get caught up really, really bad. with this. Maybe Pence. I'm not sure. I don't think Pence. Pence doesn't. It's either Roger Stone or Roger Stone or Giuliani. Let me throw some cards on. Give me 2 cards for Giuliani and 2 cards for Roger Stone. Steve Bannon is supposed to be subpoenaed to go testify. So he, but yeah. Everybody hit the like button. I can see it go up when everybody does it. It's just fun. But let me throw 2 cards on Giuliani and 2 cards on Roger Stone. Scott Perry, maybe, yeah. Yeah. But there's definitely somebody else that is going to be indicted that's going to have as much against them as Trump does. And I kind of feel like Giuliani, but let's see. Or Roger Stone, because Roger Stone may have gotten a pardon, but he definitely didn't get a pardon for this. And then we'll do a few more. Okay, this is Giuliani. Energies, passion, inspired, childhood memories, innocence and joy. So I don't know. Maybe it's not Giuliani. I don't know about that. So let's do Roger Stone. Jim Jordan. Oh man, I would love to have all of them that were on the text message that messaged Mark Meadows. Every one of those people that were on that text message should have something happen to them. I'm so sick of Marjorie. I am so sick of that woman. And of course, bobblehead Boebert. Here in Colorado, they're just eating her alive. She's feeling it. All right, Roger Stone. Oh, I got the death card for Roger Stone. And I also got the abundance. Lots of endings for Roger Stone. Maybe it is Roger Stone. I didn't get... Let's see. Roger Stone. But who else did they say? I know. That's what I think too. Get all of them, Jack. Go for it. Get them. Get them, Jack. I remember doing a remote view where I watched him on his board and he was pinning people, connecting the dots. Scott Perry. Okay, let's do Scott Perry. Do a couple of cards on Scott Perry. Right now, Roger Stone. Let's do a couple of cards on Scott Perry. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sharon Sipe. Ian. Scott Perry. There's a collaboration happening. Scott Perry, I mean, I got the Page of Pentacles. Scott Perry, he was like a peon. A peon. I see a celebration with Scott Perry. Let me go on further. And then Temperance showed up. I don't think Scott Perry is going to be as much as indicted. I mean, I do have Justice at the bottom, but Scott Perry looks like he talked bigger than what he was really. He had more of a mouth, more of a I'm a big guy. And it doesn't feel like he really played as much of a part in it that he suggests. Weird. I never thought that. I thought he had more Jared Kushner. I just saw, once I said the name of Jared Kushner, I just saw him. You know how in the olden days when they put you in the pit and then the lions would come up out of the pit, like in Rome? That's him. He's standing there in his Roman outfit, and he's going to fight, and this lion or this tiger or whatever come up out of the pit, and he knows he's done. He's afraid now that the lion showed up. So that was for Jared. I just got that. I just literally got that picture of him. Interesting. Okay. Oh, he's gonna fight. He has a lawyer, and he's fighting about the documents too. Mar-a-Lago. He's definitely. Ooh, somebody just touched me. What was that? Somebody literally just ran their hand down my arm. Woo! So yeah, Jared is definitely a suspect. They definitely have him. Michael Flynn. Oh, let's do Michael Flynn. Somebody's coming. Somebody is connected to that indictment. Somebody else is getting in just as much trouble as Trump is. That I'm sure of. That I am sure of. Hi, Pisces. Is it Pisces Greeter? Is that TK? Yeah. Flynn. Mystery. They don't know all of what he has done yet, which is really weird. Or the mystery is they're having a hard time pinning it on him. Because I do have the Nine of Cups, the creativity. They have to really stretch. They have to stretch something and have to throw some of their magic onto it to get him. That's interesting. Weird. Strange. Okay, I'm going too fast. I'm going to slow down for here in a minute. The solid, yes, I do feel that the proof of the documents and the proof that they have against Donald Trump is solid. Solid. The moment they said that he did that, I felt the strength. Like, we will not indict unless we know for 100% that we can get him. Because what they don't want is to indict and then the little slippery little well to get away. So yeah, very interesting. Something keeps on touching me. So I don't know what this is. My birthday's coming up. It could be my husband who is here acknowledging down here. I don't know, but somebody keeps on touching me. So sometimes when I ask who is this, it's like a secret. Okay. Let me slow down a minute. Put in the chat what you want me to remote, because I feel a strong remote coming on. I feel it. We have a lot to get through today. It's probably my husband coming to visit me on my birthday. And he's really the only one. I don't know why I'm second guessing it, but he's really the only one that can really, I can really feel him. So my birthday's not until June 13th, which I'm going to have Linda G on my channel. We're going to do a live that day. I thought that would be kind of cool to celebrate my birthday with Linda G and talk about the world events, because he will be turning himself in on that day. On Tuesday, he has to report to Miami for his charges. And then, unfortunately, he's probably going to get that mugshot, but Florida law says that they can hide it and not let the public see it. So there's that too. Can I remote? Did I miss some? Jack Smith? I can remote Jack Smith. He'd be a good one because he's not talking to no media. This guy, he's like stellar. So let me take a deep breath. Okay. The excitement is in my body. His excitement. He's very excited, and he's very, I mean, he has this childlike, I'm going to an amusement park excitement in him right now. So, hang on. Whew. All right. He's playing baseball for some reason. He's on the mound. He has his baseball bat, and he's looking around and he's pointing it like it's going there. And he pulls it back and he's smiling, and he's playing baseball right now. And he hits a home run. Oh, okay. He's got that feeling of home run. For some reason, his family showed up, but his family shows up. He's put his family somewhere safe, because they kind of show up like in a bunker, like they're in a bunker. He has put his family somewhere safe. He's really worried about that. It just went blank. Where did it go? It literally just went blank. Like, he showed me his excitement, he knocked it out, and his family is safe, and he's all like, Sheila, it's all you get. That wasn't fun. Come on, Jack. All right. I want to remote view Florida, because I remember when he was indicted in New York, we didn't feel like there was going to be any problems there. You know, his maggots were going to show up and cause a whole bunch of chaos, other than Margarine. She showed up there. And of course, Miss Ketanji, Santos. But not. Anyways, sorry, I said that wrong. Anyways, so I want to see how Florida is going to react to Trump showing up to Miami. So yeah, I'm going to remote that. I want to see that. I want to see if I can see. Ooh. Okay, so the first thing I see, remember I see a lot of color. So the first thing I see is neon blue. Neon blue is all over the streets. Neon blue. This may be officers, police officers. This may be the reason why I'm seeing the neon blue. This could be police officers, protection, that sort of thing. So they are gearing up and preparing. So Trump pulls up, and as he's driving there, he sees a few people that are like for him, but he pulls up and he gets out and he's looking around like, this is Florida. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? This is Florida. And he's literally looking around for his crowd. And other than a few people showing up, he doesn't get what he wants. He does not get the crowd that he wants, of course. But he's literally looking around for like, isn't there anybody here that's going to swoop in and save me? They're going to take me off to the promised land. I just got a thought of him saying he can do surgery. I just literally got a thought that he could go through cosmetic surgery to change his looks so that he can live peacefully. I don't know where that thought came from, but that thought came through. For some reason, his skin is starting to blacken in front of me. So I'm looking at Trump, and his cheeks right in through here are starting to blacken. His nose is starting to blacken. And he's definitely in the handcuff position. Whether they put handcuffs on him, I don't know, but he's definitely in the handcuff position. So his legs are not working. He's like trying to get up these stairs, and his legs are wobbly and they're not working. They're like running in the same position, walking in the same position. I don't know what this is. What is going on? Not getting there? Something happens to this man drastically on indictment day. His appearance is not right. His actions are not correct. His motor skills are not right. His face is, I don't know, something happens drastically to him on that day. I'm going to come up out of that. I don't know what that is. Put in the chat if you see something I'm not, or hearing something that I'm not catching on to. Let's throw some cards. Maybe it is his rotting. This is the end. This is the end. He can't get out of this. This is the end. Although there's more indictments coming, there's like 2 or 3 more. I see 2 or 3 more down the road of more indictments coming. This is not the last. He's going to, if he stays with us, entertainment purposes only, if he stays with us, he will be so busy next year that he will not be able to do any, I don't say any rallies next year. Not even one. No rallies, because I see the dust in the wind. I see no stages. Everything is empty. Possibly the stroke. I don't know too much about strokes, so if that's what I'm seeing, if that's what, because his legs are in paralysis, his legs are not working. So is that a stroke? Okay. So I got the Ace of Wands right off the bat up front. Opportunity for that day. And then self-worth, investment in work, hostile working, because it's inverted. There's a lot of inverted cards coming for him right now. Passion rejected. Scattered energy. Injustice. Scattered energy and justice. There's something walking away, abandoned. I'm not sure. I mean, I got Pentacles, money coming into play. Lots of money. Lots of money in play that day. That is so weird. That is weird. Weird. Okay. Stress is a bigger killer. I agree with you there. 100% agree. It's weird. Okay, so I can't come to a solid conclusion about that day, but you get the gist. Something is going to really happen. And let me throw some cards on the reason why I feel more sad about that day. All of his lawyers quit. I would. If I was a lawyer, there's no way you could convince me to be one of his lawyers. I don't care if I was the best in the land and he paid me up front $3 million. I'd be like, no, I am not going to go into that court case and lose, because it's going to be a loss. Okay, let's see. Emotionally balanced, but overcomplicated. Because it feels like the law is emotionally balanced, but the reality is things are going to get overly complicated in the whole situation. Things are going to get overly complicated. Abundance shows up again. This is I don't, a celebration. I'm not saying I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that out loud. No. Okay. Let's do we Canadians will support always your country. Well, thank you. How are the fires up there? You guys are now in the fire trouble. It's not good. Not good at all. Oh, Ginny Thomas. Let me remote her. I feel like a remote of Ginny Thomas. Okay. Ginny Thomas, I just literally saw a picture. The moment I said Ginny Thomas, I see her a picture in white, like white after Labor Day problem. A white after Labor Day problem for her. Like she's not going to be, her reputation is, she's doing something against her people, or what people think of her. Maybe that's what it is. So that was the first scene I seen with her. So okay, Ginny Thomas, here we go. Ginny Thomas. She has a plethora of alcohol bottles around her right now. So she's sitting in her chair. She has her glass of whatever the alcohol is in there. It's dark. It could be bourbon, whatever. I don't know. And then she looks around and she has like a wall of alcohol bottles all the way around her. And she's sitting there like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. You know what? If we would have gotten Trump in there, we wouldn't have this problem. He's just like blaming you, blaming that, blaming her, blaming that one. They should have never talked. I just can't. This is just her demeanor. And her husband has the, yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. That's Clarence Thomas just agreeing with his wife. He's not even paying really any attention to what she's saying. Okay. I'm going to get out of that. I want to see what the law has against her. Oh, somebody, Sherlock Holmes with a, what are those things called? Magnifying glass. He just showed up. Magnifying glass. They are looking at her, and they're looking at closely to the details of her. So whoever this law person is, seems like an unnamed law person, holding a lot of files, and like 10 files, and her file keeps on moving to the top, and he'd go through them all again, and then he would move her file to the top again. So she is a priority in this whole situation. Like she keeps on showing up over and over and over again in spots where she shouldn't have been. And he's taken those files and showing him to like his boss. So But she still doesn't act like she's worried about it. Oh, they're never going to come after me because my husband's Clarence Thomas. They would never dare to do that. They would never dare to do that. She's very arrogant. She's very confident that nobody's going to come after her. I keep on trying to get a good look at Clarence Thomas, but he's just sitting there like he's reading a book or something like that. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. So I don't know what the apathy attitude is with him. I don't know what it is. All right, I'm coming out. So they are looking at her. She is a big player. Okay, cards. Cards. So this Sunday, I'm going to be with Lori and Danny. I try to post a lot of things on my community page. How many of you guys get the community page when you're scrolling through YouTube? Is everybody able to read the community page? I heard that you can only do that if you only have a phone, but you couldn't do it on a laptop or a computer. Is that true? What did Tennessee Williams play? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I do think that eventually she's on the radar. Okay, so you do get that. You do get it. It's easier on the phone. Okay. Okay. I didn't know if I was, because sometimes I don't get a lot of attention on what I post, and I'm kind of worried that maybe it's not being seen. All right, Ginny Thomas. Let's see what her cards have to say. Gosh, so many horrible players. Ooh, fast pace. So she's being expedited in this in this probe or investigation or whatever. She is, and I see fast. I see a King of Wands. That's a judge. So her problem is she's looking for charity. Help me, help me, help me, help me. She's looking for charity. This is her base. Help me, help me, help me. But she has a lot of difficult. So she came into this whole situation with a lot of strength because of who her husband is. But this is inverted. So inverted, the Two of Pentacles is disoriented. So going forward, disoriented, juggling things on the opposite end of that, not able to juggle things. Things are falling apart. Her ability to keep it all together or closed up or quiet is not, she's losing it. Oh, she's losing it. She's losing it. Oh, good Lord. She's losing it. This is outside influences of stopping her. This is like the law coming into her life, the outside influences. Now, she's hoping for some loving reunion. She's hoping for a savior. She's hoping for somebody to get her out of this. So she is talking to either her husband or a lawyer, or she's cashing in some favors. But this is what this is, her trying to cash in the favors. And this is giving and receiving. She is going to get some favors, unfortunately. But it doesn't, she gets isolated. Her favors are not going to help her. It's going to isolate her more. She may be doing this, the giving and the receiving and the wealth and all that, but it's only going to isolate her more. It's going to bring her down faster. It's not going to keep her from the failure. She's going to try to hold on to money because she's stingy. And one more. Inverted. Whew. Passion, haste, frustration. She's going to end up frustrated. Yeah, she's trying her dangdest to call in some favors that she knows she has, but it doesn't work. So there's Ginny Thomas for ya. Clarence Thomas, I'm not sure he's going to outlive that. I'm not sure he's going to outlive that. He just doesn't feel like he's going to be here much longer. Now, that could be 5 years from now, so you know how spirit is, but he literally feels closer to the end than he does in living. I don't like to, but he just feels closer, like he's wishing for it. Does that make, that makes like he's wishing for it or something. Interesting. And some other weird things that are happening too is, you know how they have that whistleblower about the aliens and stuff like that. So I looked into that. I kind of felt, it's like, is this real? Is this really what's going on? Is this guy legit and truthful? And I do feel, unfortunately, he doesn't feel like it was his experience. It's like he's telling stories. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I believe that we have aliens and I believe that there's things going on, but I'm not completely convinced yet. So you gotta go. Okay. Sorry, I had my grandson talking to him. The craft down on Earth, Kim. I believe that things are happening, but for some reason, this guy doesn't feel on the up and up. And that's really sad because I think that it's time for all of us to start finding out exactly what they know and what's been going on. Maybe he'll just lead us to the truth. Let me throw some cards on him. It's weird. No doubt it's weird. I saw that camera, that footage where the cop saw the bright light in his footage, and then he went to go talk to people, and they said there were some people there. They were like tall beings. I watched that footage too. Childhood memories, and then I get the regret. That the darkness, the deception, the error. I just think that, I don't know. I mean, he's going to shine. He's going to shine that night. He's going to be fun to watch. He's going to be the highlight of the story. You know what I mean? He's all of that is really good. There's going to be some strength in what he says. So that's good. Self-sufficiency, but this happens. All right. So we'll see. We'll see. I hope that something good comes out of it instead of bad. There's something about that guy. It just doesn't sit right in my gut. And I don't know why. I really don't. I keep on asking and all that, but you know how you just have that, they have feelings about some things, and that's what I'm having. It's one of those, it doesn't feel right. So, good morning from Taos. Good morning. How is Mary Trump doing? Mary Trump is telling everybody how to irritate Trump. She's like, call him what he is, a loser. Show up with a bowl of mashed potatoes. I would laugh so hard if somebody actually showed up to one of the debates or whatever with mashed potatoes. Oh, that would be so funny. So funny. I saw that question. Will they let him travel outside of the U.S.? I don't know. Let's look. I don't know why, but I just saw Liz Cheney again. I just saw Liz Cheney coming in with her documents and her stuff, and I do, Grammy Deb. I have awesome moderators and an awesome community. I do. I really, really do. Is there anybody in here that was in Sedona with me? If so, say hi. Hi, Vanessa. Or is that Ethan? Okay. If they'll let him travel outside of he won't be able to, according to these cards. He has a freedom, but something happens really quickly. And he has to abandon a decision. He has to abandon his plans. And a loss comes again. Loss, theft, prospect in the failure. So I don't know. I think he has the freedom to do that. But then again, we have the page of justice. So he has a lot of problems pending, a lot of messages, a lot of court cases, a lot of things he has to do here. Something hinders that. So yeah. Do you think they ground his plane? Let me see what it's hard to say what the judge is going to do on that day with him, because it will depend on how he acts and what he says all the way up into that day. I mean, he's already on his Truth Social, his last social, talking crap, right? And so it's going to really depend on what he says and what he does. I do feel, let's see because he's really mad at DeSatan for not saving him in the state of Florida. Why didn't DeSatan do something? Right? He's really angry about that. I feel his seething. Why isn't another Democrat or why isn't another Republican saving me? I don't care if we're in competition. That's a whole other thing. But why isn't DeSatan saving me? He's really mad about that. I have a feeling that we're going to get some really good stuff on DeSatan. I don't feel like they're going to restrict his travel, or at least I just don't feel it. I don't know why, but I don't feel the restriction of travel, which he should. But it's not like we don't know where he's going to go and where he's going to be. We can extradite the little turd back. No country wants that. No country wants that. He would have to go there to get immunity or to be absorbed into that country, and no country is going to go, no, we're not pissing off the United States, but thank you, but no thank you. Nobody wants that. So I don't think he has an opportunity to do that. Every country will hand him up on a silver platter. Here you go. Okay. I forgot what I was going to answer. I forgot the question. Somebody remind me what the question was. Liz Cheney. Yeah, she keeps on showing up. Liz Cheney keeps on showing up in my peripheral. All of a sudden, oh, Liz Cheney's back again with information and all of that. I don't remember what I was going to ask. That's what happens when you get old, you forget. I don't think I was wondering if his base was going to act a fool, and I don't see that happening either. So I think we're pretty safe right now. Oh, thank you, Heather. Thank you. I appreciate that. I also have a few other dates. I have a few other collaborations. I am collaborating with Lori and Danny on Sunday. And then on the 12th, I am collaborating with Heart and Soul, connecting with Marina on her channel. Doing that. And then, of course, on my channel for my birthday. I think that's it for a while. After that, I think that's it for a while after that, because I like to have my summers free. Dave and I will hook back up in September. because I like to have my summers free so I can do my gardening and all of that good stuff. It's hard to go from gardening, clean up, and do YouTube. Either I have to do YouTube first and then go gardening in the evening, or I when I get home from work, I love doing my gardening, and then I'd have to clean up after that, and it just doesn't work. Different from taking a shower to go to bed, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Dave and I had a really great video. Thank you, Paula. Him and I had a great video that we produced. The last one was really great. We had conversations about how to find a reader at the beginning of that, and then we went into political rules. And the last video that I did, and I hope everybody gets a chance to watch, is I did it with Lacey. Her and I had a great conversation about racism and race and how we got there and stuff. So I really hope that everybody gets a chance to see that. I saw that the views were really low, so I don't like to see that. Like a really important video that I put out, like, this is really good, this is healing, this is helping, this creates a conversation. 2,000. I'm like, I have 18,000 subscribers. So if you do get a chance to go watch it, watch it. I know the political conversations are what you guys get really excited about, and I understand that too. I really do. It's what I started on. This is what I'm going to end on. So I hope this was helpful. Really, really strange energy is coming in. Just be really prepared for that. Sometimes this strange energy comes in as not understood. So don't jump to conclusions. Like, if you ask anybody who does this type of work, the first thing we do is like, that's weird. What's that about? We start asking questions before we jump to conclusions of what it is. Because what I don't like is getting it wrong. Or putting something out there, but it's really coming out where this whole indictment thing feels weird to me. I try to get excited as I was the first time he got indicted, but this one feels really different and weird. And I just can't put my finger on it just yet. I'm pretty sure that information will be available to me soon if I keep on asking the question, but yeah. And if you haven't subscribed, if you're listening and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Why not? Let's get this train going. I'm back. I'll be able to produce more videos and go live a lot more now that I have my basement back. So there's that. All right, everyone. It's been an hour. About an hour is about all I can do. So thank you, Sharon Sipe, for always posting all the information. You do such a great job. Thank you. And all of the other moderators, slayers, they're the troll slayers. I've had my moderators for like years. Years. Doctor, yeah, the new, yeah. When is DeSantis going away? Let's do that. Let's do that final. Let's do that. Let me do a good reading on that little jerk. When is the Satan going away? I did a remote a while back, where he got put out in like a little dinghy boat, and he's out in the middle of the ocean, and he's like looking around, like, where did everybody go? What happened? Why did I get put in this little dinghy boat? And that was my remote. So I do know that's coming for him. I just don't know when. It's probably when he loses the primary. When he loses the bid or the whatever it's called. That's the card that popped out as I'm shuffling for DeSantis. Imagine that. I'll just put that down to represent him. Ooh. He is going to be looking for another job. Coming into this whole thing, he thinks he's got it. He thinks he's coming at it from a different angle. He thinks he's got the coming into this whole thing. He thinks he's got it. He thinks he's coming at it from a different angle. He thinks he's got the talking points. He really, really is convinced that he is the guy. He really is convinced about that. Of course, his wife is at the base of all of this. The one that's really, really doing all of the stuff is stingy with the money, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician. He still believes that he's going to, he really believes it. He literally believes that he's going to win. All right, let me get out of DeSantis and go to the, because he has this grandiose idea. So all of the cards are coming out like, I'm going to win. I'm already won. I'm already there. He's very delusional, incredibly delusional about his, it's like he's in an echo chamber. He only surrounds himself by people that tell him he's going to win. That's him. So let's see what the voters are going to do. Let's go to the other side, what the people think about him. I'm pretty sure Florida is pretty dang pissed off about him right now, due to the fact that, I mean, the migrant workers and all of that debacle is a debacle, right? But now the farmers that supported DeSantis in all of his little endeavors are getting hurt by this because now they have to pay more for the Americans to work, and they have lost the ability to just get crap done because, you know, these people, the migrant workers, they come to work where Americans go down there and to do those jobs. They want a lunch break. They're 15. They're only going to be there for 8 hours. I mean, it's a good thought, but not when you're doing that kind of work. Not when you got production to go. So they're hurting pretty dang bad. I don't feel sorry for them, especially if you supported DeSantis. I just cannot feel sorry for them. All right. Oh, self-imposed. So this is the first up for the people who are going to that are going to possibly vote for him or consider him. Self-imposed. He did this to himself. He is all tied up in some stuff that so the negative thoughts, hermit. They are not going to vote for him. He's going to be isolated. He's not going to be picked. These are the voters against him. Boundaries come up. The magicians, the diplomacy, like the voters are going to diploma. We want somebody more equipped, more the delusion. Like he's crazy. We don't want him. This is really weird. The Empress is inverted where it says public, the public, unraveling of the public delusion, unraveling of the public's delusion. Oh, okay. Unraveling of the public's delusion around DeSantis. That's what's happening. Well, that's different. Independent. That is they have the new ideas. the new idea. So they're not aligning with him anymore. They're not aligning with him anymore. So they're not aligning with him anymore. Anywho, there's the Satan for you. Well, he thinks of himself as the emperor, the high and the mighty, and he thinks he should be inserted as he still thinks he's going to be inserted, like he is going to be chosen to be president. But that's not what's happening. That's not what the people against him are happening. Let's do one more. We don't know who's going to be the nominee, but I do want to see what the people think about Trump voting him in or the Satan. I wanted to try that. Versus, so I'm going to use two different cards, two different decks for this. So I'll use this one for the Satan and those for Trump, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, this is the Satan. Again, negative thoughts about him. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's a burden. He's a problem. He's a problem. So those are what they're about the nominee, trying to get the energy of the nominee. If it was taken today, that's what the people think of the Satan. The country. He's a problem. He's a liar. He's a thief. And this one is for Trump. Trump is 9 of Swords right off the bat. And then we have the Queen of Wands, the ambitions of the 9 of Swords. He does not. He has more power than the Satan does. He has the 9 of Swords, which is the pains that he's going through right now, but he still has this is the King of Swords. He still has the power over the Satan, but he too also gets the Hermit. So neither one of them sound like they're going to be the nominee. Neither one of them. I don't know who's going to be. Maybe Chris Christie. I don't know. But Chris Christie sure is talking a lot of crap about Trump, so he's not going to get Trump's base at all. All righty, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this early morning adventure. I will see you more. I will see you Sunday and Monday. And then on my birthday on the 13th, this is after Trump has turned himself in. So we'll see if what I saw today is going to be a chaotic day that day for him. I don't know. Something's up. Something is up with him, especially when I see his face decaying. That's not good. That can't be good. All right, everyone. Thanks, Jackie. Thank you for always being here. And I am going to go get ready for work. Bye, everyone. How do I stop this? In stream. There it is.